beautiful friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I discovered quite a few new beauty items in January, so I thought we'd do a January favourites. Let's start with perfumes because I only have a couple. This first one is absolutely not a new release, but it's new to me. This is Delina Exclusive by Parfum du Marly. I bought the brand's Discovery set and ended up ordering the Delina Trio. I wear this pretty much every day. I unexpectedly received this next one in a PR package. This is Lazy Sunday Morning by Maison Margiela. It's a really light, subtle scent which I absolutely love, and they also sent this tiny bottle of it. Somehow it does smell exactly like a lazy Sunday morning. Now let's do makeup. There is a lot of pink. I ordered this as soon as it was launched in the UK. This is the Say Beauty Dew Blush in the shade Baby. I already had one of these dew blushes, so I knew I liked the formula. I did a little unboxing and first impressions video on TikTok and Instagram, and I've just run out of my usual blushes, so I'm using this on a daily basis now. Often I find that Barbie pink blushes are just a bit too dramatic for very pale skin, but I think this is perfect. It's also not too pigmented, which is amazing, so I don't need to rely on a sponge to absorb any excess product. It's so pretty. This is my favourite Say product so far. The Dior Overcurl mascara has been my favourite mascara for a while, but I recently discovered that they did a brown one, so of course I had to purchase it. Previously with brown mascaras, I found that in natural daylight they look quite orange, which is really not the look I'm going for, so I was on the hunt for one that was a bit more cool toned. And thank goodness my favourite brown mascara of all time comes in the form of my favourite mascara of all time. The curved wand is the ideal shape for my lashes, and I find because the mascara is quite dry, my lashes stay curled throughout the day. And even when I apply it to my bottom lashes, it doesn't transfer. It's £35, so definitely expensive for a mascara, but I am absolutely repurchasing. Next up in the makeup category is the Unleashia Oh Happy Day Lip Pencil. For transparency, I did do a paid partnership with them on these products on Instagram and TikTok. This one is my absolute favourite. It's the shade number 5 Love Rose. It's creamy and glides on without pulling the lips, but it also has a little bit of waxiness to it, so it doesn't just come off. I would normally apply this shade all over my lips, but I have some other lip products to show you. Which brings us to our next product. This is the Summer Fridays Dream Lip Oil in the shade Pink Cloud. These days lip oils tend to be a hybrid between a lip gloss and an oil, but I would say this is actually an oil. It's quite thin in consistency and there's no stickiness at all. Even though I don't need to, I really like the feeling of reapplying it, so I'm definitely running out. It's such a pretty shade of pink. As is this next item, which I was very kindly sent in PR. This is the Gucci Beauty Gloss à Lèvres Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Bertha Pink. When I first swatched these, I didn't realise that they were plumping glosses, so I was not prepared for the tingle. It's kind of a satisfying feeling though. I also love that the doe foot is quite small because I want to be precise when I'm applying a plumping lip gloss. Now let's move on to homeware. Let's migrate over to the living room. The first item is a little bit random. These are matches that I bought from Truva. They're by the brand Wanderlust Paper Co. and they were £8. I'm not quite sure where to put them yet, but I want them to be on display somewhere because the design is so beautiful. This next item is also from Truva. I had a really plain vase for these dried flowers and I wanted one that was a bit more exciting. Especially because it's on my desk and I see it all the time. This is by K Rico and it was £19. I love that the shades of pink in the vase and the flowers are quite similar. I bought these flowers from Etsy, by the way. I'll link them in the description box if they're still available. I try to limit the number of real plants in my home because they do tend to die, but I was wandering around West London and spotted this shop called Urban Tropicana. My previous coffee table plant had been deceased for a while, so I thought it was time to replace him. She's a peperomia plant. The leaves feel really nice and waxy, but I have accidentally pulled a couple of them off, so I need to settle down. As you can tell from this footage, I hadn't even nearly begun to settle down. And finally, it would be rude not to mention my YouTube plaque. I need to find a good place to put her. Now let's do fashion items. First up is the top I'm wearing right now. This is from Lululemon. I got it in the end of season sale, so I'm pretty certain it's not available anymore, but I love it so much. I've just realised it's almost the exact same shade of pink as the Say blusher I showed earlier. As you can probably tell, my favourite colour is indeed pink. I like throwing this on over my sports bra if I'm going to the gym, or if I'm popping out to the shops. It's just really easy to put on and nice and warm. I always find Lululemon items to be high quality, so I'm happy to spend more. I also really like a wide collar recently. This was by far my biggest purchase of the month. These are a pair of black patent leather pumps by Gianvito Rossi. They were originally £800, but I got them for 40% off in the sale, so I paid £4.80. This is my first pair of designer shoes, and above all, I wanted them to be comfortable. Thankfully, it feels like I'm wearing cushions. Now that I'm being invited to more influencer events, I thought it was about time I invested in a good pair of shoes. I really, really love these. I'm so happy with them. Now let's do skin and body care. I recently made my way onto Naturium's PR list, and I was sent this Glow Getter body wash. I love the smell, it's huge, and I love that it has a pump so it's easy to use in the shower. Next up is the Kahi Multi Balm, which I bought from Skin Cupid. Apparently this is used extensively in K-dramas to make the actors look nice and dewy. I personally only use it on my hands though. I find normal hand cream annoying because I don't like the feeling of it on the palm of my hands, and with a stick I can just apply it to the back and not have to worry. As you can see, my knuckles get so dry and this is amazing for them. I kind of rediscovered this next item in January. This is the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm. It is the only lip product I've ever used that I can put on at night and still have on my lips in the morning. It tastes stunning. I do occasionally eat it. I wear this every single night and I still have so much left. This is about the amount I usually use. It's thick but not sticky and it has a very shiny finish. I know some people do talk about it, but I don't think it gets the attention it deserves. I received this next item in a Cult Beauty PR package. This is the Whey Body Creme and it is absolutely stunning. I actually got sent two, but I gave the other one to my mama because she loves the smell as well. Just doing a little demonstration on my other hand. I keep this out in my bathroom now because I'm always reaching for it. 10 out of 10, it makes my skin so soft. And those are my January favourites. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please enjoy this footage of Putt eating broccoli while I read you my favourite quote of the month. You are the sky, everything else is just the weather. A reminder that we are not our emotions or our thoughts, they happen but we simply are. I will link all of the products I mentioned in this video in the description box, and I would love to hear your thoughts and if you like these favourites videos. Goodbye.